What's up? How are you? So today we're going to chat about progressive overload. Progressive overload seems to be a bit of a buzzword on a lot of social media platforms at the moment. So I thought I'd just digest it and break it down because as a personal trainer of 10 years, progressive overload is quite basic for me, but I have known that a lot of clients are confused what it means and how to use it. So let's go over it. What is progressive overload? Progressive overload is when you gradually increase the weight, frequency, or number of repetitions in your program. This challenges your body and allows your muscles to grow and get stronger. So, we've put together some videos of me training Alicia to explain progressive overload in a more animated way that would help me learn and help you learn a lot better. So we're going to go over the first videos now. So we're using a video of Alicia doing some squats here. You'll see it on the side. So what I like to do is for a client to understand what progressive overload is, we say, well, when you first start squatting, you're probably only squatting the bar, or maybe even you're only squatting like 5 kilos either side. Over time, the goal with Alicia or one of my clients training is to get stronger by either doing more reps with the same weight or increasing the amount of weight you can lift for the same amount of reps. So as you can see here with the video of Alicia, we're going through, she's squatting first with lighter weight, then we're going heavier, and then we're gonna go up to more of her max lift or close to her max lift for that 8 to 10 reps. What she has done over the last few months is go from only squatting like 20 kilos on the bar, so 40 kilos total, to being able to go up to 45 and 50 for reps. So she has progressively overload from only doing 10s either side to being able to do 15s either side for the same amount of reps. Now, if you don't want to get too scared squatting, what you can do is just do the same weight but get more reps each week. That is going to allow you to grow your glutes. That is going to allow you to get stronger, which is going to promote bigger glutes. The question you might have is, how do you do progressive overload with a body weight exercise that's already challenging, like Alicia here doing push-ups? Now it's quite simple. When you first start doing push-ups, probably from your knees, because I know a lot of the viewers are girls, just work on technique and your progressive overload will be from doing 5 where you struggle to in a few weeks getting up to being able to do 10 on your knees without struggling. And this would be progressive overload using a bodyweight exercise instead of having to add more weight on. I actually have trained a lot with gymnasts, calisthenics, and a lot of other bodyweight style athletes, and they've shown me how powerful it is to keep doing body weights but making the exercise harder. For example, you could be doing a chin up and then you could get good enough to do one arm chin up like you've seen videos of many guys and gymnasts doing. That would be progressive overload. Next, we're going to go on the hip thrusts. So hip thrusts should be one of your strongest and heaviest lifts in the gym by far, especially a lot of my viewers being females. You want to grow your glutes. So here in this video, we've got Alicia going over hip thrust, and you might even be starting just at body weight, just like Alicia here, just doing hip thrust with good technique with body weight. Now, to use this technique of progressive overload, you want to eventually be able to do either more reps at body weight, but eventually you should be using weight on hip thrust pretty quickly. You should be strong in that position. So you're going to get on to what Alicia's doing here, which is weighted hip thrusts. Now with weighted hip thrusts, you might stay at the same weight that you're comfortable with, but your progressive overload will be adding weight on there and then adding reps. To maximize muscle growth, I would try to be staying in between 8 and 12 reps than using progressive overload. So I wouldn't just be trying to add more weight on so you can do 3 rep max like you're a power lifter, because believe it or not, you're actually going to grow more muscle by getting stronger in your 8 to 12 reps. That's what the word hypertrophy stands for. It's the rep ranges that give the most muscle growth. That goes heavy on some exercises and they grow, but that's more of an outlier. What you need to be focusing on is the most science-proven way to build muscle, which is the 8 to 12 reps. And then every few months, if you're doing my online coaching, you'll notice that I'll have some stuff that's 6 reps or under 8 reps, and that's okay because we're trying to strengthen the muscles as well. So as you can see here with Alicia, we're doing the hip thrust, getting up to those rep ranges of 8 to 12 reps. This is going to help you grow. Next up, I gave you a really good example of doing a single arm row with Alicia here, doing a back exercise. So with this one, it is a bit more difficult than doing 2 legs down, so you want to use a bit less weight. But what we're focusing on here is getting more reps. So we start with a lighter weight and we build those reps up. When you can comfortably do 12 to 15 reps and it's pretty easy, that's the time you want to make the decision of like, okay, now it's time to go up in weight. As you would have heard me before saying it's better to do more reps, that's only until you get to about 15 reps. If you can do something for 15 reps and you start going to 20 reps and 30 reps, most of the time, unless there is some outliers, like I said before, most of the time you're then working the muscles in a endurance form. So remember, just like Alicia here is doing the single arm rows for a back exercise, when she can get to 12 reps with those 5 kilo dumbbells, we've gone up to a heavier 10 kilo dumbbell and worked towards those 8 to 12 reps close to failure. So there you go. Basically, I've taken you over progressive overload, what it is, how to use it, and I'm hoping this video makes it a little bit easier to understand other than some gym bro just saying you should be doing progressive overload, hashtag progressive overload. I get it, they're using this terminology and wording to sound smart, but I think by breaking it down and explaining it to you, basically progressive overload is just you pushing to actually get stronger and do more reps at any exercise that you're doing, which will allow your muscles to grow and get stronger. It's quite simple. So if you loved this video, if you took some value from it, if you think that one of your friends would value it, please share this on social media, take a screenshot or share this to a friend. We really, really appreciate you watching our videos. We have 2 videos uploaded every week now, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. We do know that some videos will get like 50, 60,000 views in a few weeks, and some will get like a few hundred views. And that's because YouTube's algorithm is basically saying, unless this gets a lot of love and it goes into the recommended, kind of like TikTok, you're not gonna see it. But all of our videos are equally as valuable. Just make sure you hit that bell icon, subscribe, and just type in Booted by Jack on your YouTube and search us up once a week and see what we've put out. I appreciate your time and enjoy growing. See you later.